Matt Barzal will just feed it around the wall. Waiting in the near corner is Horvat. Horvat's pass to the line broken up as Killorn stumbled for a moment. Now it pops into the middle of the ice and Killorn finds Vatrano. Frank shoots at the empty net and scores! From the other side of the red line with just under a minute to go in the game, Frank Vatrano has his first of the year. Carlson down low, keeps it moving for Vegas as he's upended. The puck is underneath him and dislodged by Killorn. Leeson strides up the right side. Trying to go to the middle, win around. Hannafin pass across, score! Frank Vatrano! There was a delayed penalty coming up to the Golden Knights. It's 3-2 with 12.5 seconds left.
Several NHL head coaching jobs now with the Kraken.
Looking at that footage from the Ducks rookie camp of 04. We get a goal from Frank Vatrano right on the doorstep. I was going to point out, we saw young Ryan Getzlaf and young Corey Perry in that shot. They scored a lot of goals like that, Brian.
They
right
did.
At the top of the blue paint.
Just hanging around. And
Brian Dumoulin coming into tonight, +6 in his last 8 games. Here's Troy Terry high in the zone. That one seemed to surprise Decord, and he left a little loose change laying around. Terry up with it again, walks down the slot, and had it knocked off his stick, and they score! Vatrano with a spinorama. It's 1-0.
this is just relentless pursuit of the puck.
In the high slot, hangs on to it. Now spreads the ice for Zellweger. Terry goes to the net. Strome to Vatrano, who scores!
Nice play.
Frank just popped out into a soft spot. It's 1-0.
A lot of motion and a lot of people going to the top of the goal crease. Fills up a lot of that net. He's not the tallest guy, but with those broad shoulders, he's 215 pounds.
Terry from behind the net wanted to go backdoor for Strome, and they score as it comes loose to Vatrano. Frank has a 3-point night, and the Ducks have their third lead.
It's Troy Terry again. You know, a big part of this, and Frank is heating up. I mean, high glove, even though, you know, he's a right-handed shot, but he's got a good shooting angle from that position on the ice. Just missed it.
Terry transports through the neutral zone over to Strome on the left wing boards, and he'll rag it back to the line. Ducks are set up. Vatrano right circle, scores! Frank had traffic in front, off the post and in, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, I was surprised that puck went in the net. I thought it was a very stoppable shot.
Lacombe sneaks it up the left boards. Troy Terry, nice pass across, and Strome's shot blocked, bounces away as Comrie lost his goal stick.
Boy, Comrie's been terrific in this game.
One-timer from Gudis, tipped in by Vatrano. Just like I said, low event periods. Not a lot of scoring in the second.
Had to jinx him. That's all we had to do.
Jets have won the last 8 meetings between these two teams and 10 of the last 11. And they lead right now 2-1. Vatrano pops out high, score! Troy Terry was in front. This game is tied.
I don't know what it hit, but this is what happens when you just get pucks down into that area. And it's another redirect. I think it's off of Vlad Nemetsnikov.
Ducks keep it alive as Trouba angles it off the end boards for Terry. That initial save by Johansson was much more difficult than it looked like on the rolling puck. And now Trouba gets one through. It's 2-0, and it was tipped in front. I believe it's Vatrano. The Ducks have doubled their lead. Paul works below the goal line, and now out high it's Kucherov. Again, a wrist shot attempt blocked by Vatrano, who then fishes it away from him. Can Frank get to it in the neutral zone? He'll pull up and play it over. He gets it back and scores! Frank Vatrano with a 3-point night on a day in which they announced a 3-year extension for number 77. Again recovered on a nice play by Terry on the far wall, and they move it around. On the right side, it's McTavish. He draws the defender. Now eats the puck along the boards. Tries to just curl it to the corner. Good job there. And Strome is there. Snaps it across. All alone in front of Vatrano. He scores. What a pass by Troy Terry. Carlson bounces it to the left of Gibson, who lays the paddle of the stick down and keeps the puck alive. Strome reverses it around. Terry does a nice job to protect it as Grzelcyk moved up the wall on him. Long lead pass. Here's an open Vatrano. Strome finds him. Score! Huge goal. 4-1 Anaheim. High slot gets away from Montour, and this will go all the way down. And a chance for Anaheim to get changes as a result down to the final 90 seconds. And the puck turned over by the crack, and Terry had a stick on it. Now it's intercepted by Vatrano, who scores into the empty net. Frank Vatrano makes it 6-4 with just $1.16 to go in Seattle. Speed for Tyson Barrie, who now drops it off. Rasmus Anderson separated from the puck at the blue line. Here come the Ducks shorthanded. Frank Vatrano has Lundestrom with him. Frank's going to take the shot. He scores! Frank Vatrano and the Ducks, shorthanded, have struck first in Calgary.
Well, I'm a stats guy, and I'm pretty sure that is the first shorthanded goal of the season. And
here comes Strome up the left side, inside on Savard, on the doorstep, and Vatrano ties the game.
What a great pass from Ryan Strome. Strome makes a wonderful play right at the blue line to chip this puck around David Savard.
Steps out of the box and stepped right up on Patra, and the Ducks end up with the puck. Troy Terry speeds in, drops it off, across the top of the zone. Now Lacombe moves it over to Gudas, redirect, and Killorn scores! That was a pretty looking play. 2-0 Ducks.
I think it was Frank Vatrano, John, that got his stick down on the ice.
Right. I beg your pardon.
And accepted just a wonderful pass.
Pinned to the boards by Hronek. Terry wanted to center. Instead, he curls off the end boards with it. Slings it towards the net. Got a little redirect from Vatrano. Good save. And now Frank scores! He got it away in a hurry. Strome got it back to him. It's 2-1.
Remember, we've seen Sheloffs make a couple of big stops with the glove hand on pucks that were shot.
3:10 left. We'll keep an eye on Lucas Dostal and see if the Ducks opt to pull their netminder. Here's a turnover. Leeson across the top, drops it off. They score. Frank Vatrano.
What a nice pass from Troy Terry. That was a beauty. Vatrano was coming in late. Binnington.
He's been in Minnesota and Colorado before signing in Washington in the offseason. Boy, through traffic, nice stick save by Dostal. And the Ducks try to bring it back the other way. Minkikov trailing the play, gets the line. Open is Vatrano, pulls it in. He scores! Frank Vatrano with his 20th of the year. And for the third straight season, Frank hits 20.
Boy, did he pull the trigger on this.
For the Flames, 3 goals is a bonanza. And with a 2-goal lead, you know this team knows how to protect the lead.
Yeah, it's a great checking team.
Open man is Vatrano, and just like that, it's a 1-goal game again.
What a great little pass across to Frank Vatrano.